Hello, I'm Dennis O'Donnell, Vice President of Precision PCB Services, and we do BGA Rework Repair Services here, and we sell BGA Rework Stations. Today we're just doing some profile development with our Chanel Star SV560, and I'm just working on setting up a lead-free profile for this board right now. And I've got my board set it in here. I've got my supports on it, and I'm just going to bring it out in the vision system. Camera. Got our components set in the nozzle. You can see our components right here. The nozzle is the sort of bluish silver outline, and usually use a little bit bigger nozzle than the component if I have the area to use it. I can heat up as much of the board as possible. This is a thinner board, smaller component, lead-free, and so we're just going to use a three-zone profile. And we start off with zone 1, and that's just going to bring it up to temperature, not real hot, just about 55 C. Then we're going to move into zone 2. I'm going to use 230 C on the top, and 250 on the bottom, and then the third zone, I'm going to use 260 on the top and 280 on the bottom. For lead-free solder, I like to see it at around 235 or 240 C at the solder ball. So I put a thermocouple underneath the chip here at the solder ball, so I can monitor my solder ball temperature. The really nice thing about these machines is they have a 3600 watt perimeter infrared heater, and it does a really good job of preheating the board, so it allows you to use a lot lower temperatures on your hot air. This particular machine has a 800 watt bottom hot air, 1200 watt top hot air, and a lot of like 3600 watt perimeter. And that really makes the big difference, especially if you're doing big, thick boards. Last week we did a demo where we actually did a 4mm thick board, I think over 24 layers. So this is pretty simple. I put a little flux around the chip to make it come out easy. I've got initial profile set up. And so I haven't done this board yet, so I don't know if the profile is going to work. It usually does. So if it doesn't get hot enough, I can always add a zone while I'm running it, or I can just abort it, cool down, and start over. So this one I'm pretty comfortable. I'm going to go to our main menu. And so this machine is really cool. It's just got a touchpad. It's just, just like your cell phone, you just use a little pointer and touch the command you want to do. So we're just going to do a desolder command. And so the machine's going to go down. It's going to sense the component, and then it's going to back off. I have it set to back off around 4mm, so there'll be a 4mm space between the pickup tube and the component. And you can adjust your, they call it the rebound setting from anywhere from 0 to 10mm. So you can have that much space between your pickup tube and your component if you like. You can see right now our infrared heaters are heating up. You can actually feel it from here. They radiate out in all directions. This one has a diffuser that helps put the heat out more evenly to the board. Then you have an option, like I say, with this board here, we're doing a smaller board. I have the option I can turn the heaters off if I want to save power because I'm not really using this outer heater. So they have four zones on the actual infrareds, and you can turn them off depending on how big your board is. So right now, just to save some power, I'm just using so I'm just using the 2 inside ones. I turned off the 2 outside. There are actually three bars, 3 infrared bars on each side. Again, this is the Shuttle Star SV560. Today is, what is the date today? Jeez, time's getting away from me. Today is March 30th, and tomorrow, March 31st, we will be down in the Bay Area. We're going to be demoing this machine at a few customers' facilities. We have 2 customers who want to see the machine, so we actually, This is a really cool machine. It weighs less than 200 pounds, probably about 150 pounds. And we put them on these little hydraulic carts, and we're able to just move them right into the facility. You plug them into 220 volts, and they're ready to go. So we can just sort our customers, take them out of the back of the SUV, wheel them inside, plug them in, and we do our demos. So if anybody would like a demo, we usually do on-site demos between Northern California, which is up by Chico State University, all the way down to San Jose, California. So if you're usually anywhere in between when we're out there doing demos, if you need one, just give us a call. We'd be happy to demonstrate the machine for you. We're using a slow ramp now. We usually use the ramp of about 1 degree per second. So the profile will take anywhere from 5 to 7 minutes from start to finish. And these machines have a split vision system, so you can line up the solder balls on the component to the pads on the board, so they're very good for alignment. We're going down all the way down to 1 millimeter now. I have some nozzles I've actually placed 0402, and we're actually getting some nozzles made so we can go all the way down to 01, 05 if you ever need to place something that small. Because machines, their vision systems are accurate enough to place down to 01, 05 components. So when you come to our site, so look at our videos, feel free to post any questions you have. I'm always available, toll free, 888-406-2820 is my toll free number, and that goes directly to my cell phone. So when we do some of these machines, we also provide warranty, training, and support. So we're always available if you need have any questions about setting up profiles or doing BGA rework. I'm always happy to answer any questions you may have. Let's see. So we're getting close to our zone 2 settings. Just about there. Our zone 2, the top's going to be 230, bottom's going to be 250. Right now we're at about 180 on the top and 200 on the bottom, so a little ways to go. I can see that at a 190 top heater setting right now. My solder ball temperature is about 175. So I got a little bit go to heat up the reflow stage. Like I said, the machine's real nice. We try and use low heats with the perimeter heater, allowing us to heat up more of the board. You can see that we don't have any warpage problems. The board's always staying nice and straight throughout the profile. And right now, for demonstration purposes, I'm just setting up a profile, a basic leaded-free profile. And then after this, we're going to do a lead profile. Okay, so we are at our zone 2 heat. Let's in countdown. We're going to do a 30-second hold once it reaches zone 2. And let it soak up the heat a little bit. Our solder ball temperature right now is at 215. So that's just about perfect for zone 2 temperature. So I'm sure we're going to make it to our reflow stage. Almost there. So we are at 235C. I'm going to let this go ahead and remove it. for 235 see the solder ball. So I'm just looking at my profile. I could actually reduce the top heater setting down to 250. I don't need 260. So after this removes, I'll go readjust my profile, and then I'll save it, and then I'll be comfortable that I have a good profile for my lead-free boards. So we're in our countdown on our last profile, zone 3, got 30 seconds to go. The solder ball is at 250, and 250 is usually the maximum I like to take solder balls. On a small board like this, 240 is fine. If I'm doing a big, thick board, then I'll take it up to 250. But this one, we don't need that much heat, so I'll readjust it. You can see it's alarming now, tell me, hey, we're going to remove the component. Oh, I have to do a manual removal here. There we go. Ended up having to do a manual removal. I left the setting on my zone 4, so instead of picking up when it was supposed to, it moved into zone 4. And so I need to go back and delete something that I missed in there, which isn't a problem like say on these machines. If you do anything wrong, you can always do just a pickup, a board, add, delete zones. You can do a lot of stuff while they're running, so you don't have to, if you make a mistake, you don't have to go back and start the whole thing over again. So we picked up. I'm going to put on my cooling fans. This takes about 2 or 3 minutes to cool down the room temperature again. This particular machine, we have a bottom hot air cooling fan, a top hot air cooling fan. We have a nice, it's about a 20-inch cross fan that goes across the board. And then if you look at these infrared heaters, the infrared heaters actually have four cooling fans on the side that cool infrared heaters down. So on this particular machine, you'll get some really fast cooling. Another nice adjustment feature is that the infrared heaters actually move back and forth. So if you have strained boards or components in an area that you want more center, you can move this heater back and forth to your center where you want it. So I'm going to go to my profile perimeter settings. Let's see what we did wrong here. I forgot to delete this. So in zone 4, I accidentally left a ramp speed in there. And so it's starting on zone 4. We're going to go back to our zone 1. So I put my zone 1 top heat setting down 10 degrees because I felt a little where it gets plenty hot. I'm gonna save this simply by pressing save. It'll save the profile. Next time I run this, I'll thermal couple one more time and make sure that it's not too hot. If it's still on the high side, I'll turn down my bottom heat next time. And then once I'm got the profile dialed in, I'll just save it, and I don't use a thermal couple anymore on the same board. We just run them over and over again. The profiles and the heating is relatively consistent. We'll take this board off. We'll go to the next board. So now we're ready to do a lead board. I want to get a profile set up for lead. This board's rather small. I'll use this nozzle. I'm not going to need supports for this one, so I'm moving my supports out of the way. These nozzles are magnetic, so you simply just place them on place. When you vacuum off, my components off and cooled down. All the stuff we're working today, these are all scrap dummy boards. They're just for demos and for profiling purposes. The nozzles are magnetic, they come off real easy. The machine's pretty much already cooled down. I'm just going to get a nozzle to fit this component. That nozzle fits pretty good. That nozzle in place. Machine's cooled down to starting point temperature again, so you see just the time it takes you to change out a board, it cools down. So you have really rapid cool on this. We're going to bring our component out. We can see our blue line are the nozzle. Let me see if I can move this a little closer for you. That's a little bit better. You can see. So we're off center. We're going to just loosen this up, move it on center. Once everything's tight and in place, we have micrometer adjust. So if you get down to those 1 millimeter pitch parts or anything with really small solder balls, you have a very fine adjustment. And so I'm comfortable. The nozzle is centered. You can see our pickup tube right here. So our pickup tube. We put our vision system back in place. Just put a little tacky paste flux around the component. Will make the lift off easier. We put our thermocouple underneath the component here. It's not fitting under the component real well on this one. The component's down is too low. So what we're going to do is we're just going to move it to the bottom side. So I just sit there and tape this component, thermocouple right on the bottom side of the component. And this will usually yield us a pretty accurate reading because what we're doing on our profiles, we're soaking the board from the top to the bottom. So because of our ramp speed and the way we set up our profiles, by the time it reflows, I should have the same temperature at the top, bottom of the board and the top of the chip. It should be very consistent. We'll put it back in there. Let's check our alignment one more time. Okay, we are aligned. Now I haven't set up my lead free profile yet, so we're going to go to our perimeter screen. I'm going to select. So I go to select and select my profiles. And we're going to go to so we're loading our lettered profile now. Okay, so again, I'm going to go with a 3-zone profile on this. Again, my first zone is just going to take it up to 55C, and this is just a starting point to make sure our top and our bottom heaters are starting at the same temperature every time, so our profile length is always duplicated. On my zone 1, I'm going to do a top heater of 210 and a bottom heater of 250. And on my reflow zone, I'm going to do a top of 240 and a bottom of 250. Excuse me, on zone 1, it'll be 210 top, 220 bottom. And reflow zone 3 will be 240 top, 250 bottom. For this smaller board, we really don't need the IR heater, so I'm going to set it at 250 here for my typical letter profile. We call it up, but I'll turn it off with the switches, so a manual overlay. And I go back and make sure I didn't forget to delete anything, so we don't have that hang up this time. Looks good. So we're ready to go. I'm just going to press desolder. Again, the machine's going to go down, sense the component. And it's going to rebound, or it's going to back off about 4 or 5 millimeters. I think I'm going to set it 4 millimeters now. Probably not even that. I think it's like about 3 millimeters. But anyway, the space between the pickup tube and my chip right now is about 3 millimeters. So I've got my manuals. So that turns off the main heaters. We still have two infrared heaters running. We can leave those on if we want. Like I said, this board is so small, we probably won't need it. But even though they are a little wired in the board, they do radiate out, so they will add some heat to it. So I'll leave them on. It doesn't hurt. Again, we will be touring the Bay Area tomorrow. We'll have this machine right here in our SUV, and we'll be taking it on site to customers' facilities and doing live demos. We will rework any board that they throw on us. I guarantee you I can rework any board that you throw at me. This machine will do anything from the smallest board to the largest, thickest board. I have no fear that it will perform. So if you want a demo at your facility, like I said, we tour from Northern California, which is the Chico California State University Chico area, all the way down to the San Jose Bay area. Like I said, if we have enough appointments, we'll bring them down and tour your facility. So if you're interested, give us a call. My toll-free number is 888-406-2830. That's 888-406-2830, and you can reach me there anytime. So right now our machine looks like it's just about to zone 2. Well, it's not about a little ways to go. We're only about 140 top, 140 bottom, so it's heating up rather evenly. Our first zone where we're going to do a 30-second soak is going to be at about 210C. It's going to do a 30-second soak and then move on to the last stage, which is zone 3. And this is a Shuttlestar SV560 rework station. This is the semi-auto where you saw I can move the visual system around by hand. We also have the SV560A, which is a full auto machine, and the visual system moves around robotically. So there are advantages and disadvantages to both, depending on your application. Since I'm doing a lot of different boards, we work for just about every manufacturer and company that makes a chip. So if they design a chip, if they assemble a circuit board, we pretty much have done or are doing the work for them. And you see a large array of boards. So I've done anything, 1mm chips all the way up to 60mm chips. I've done chips on this machine, 60mm with 4,000 IO ball counts. And so the reason I like the manual thing, if you get into those really big chips, like I'm doing a 60mm, I can actually move the visual system around to each corner of the chip and get a true vision and a true alignment of a large chip. When you go with the automated robotic systems, you can't get the full chip in. They go right, only go on center. So you have to use what they call a split vision mirror in order to bring the corner balls in to make sure you have a good alignment. So if you're doing really big chips, I would use this machine. If you're doing anything, I'd say under probably 40mm and under, then you could use the full auto machine. We're just about to the end of zone 2. It's 20 seconds into the countdown. We have about 10 more seconds to go. While I'm talking here, people are watching. If you don't have a camera, there is a chat screen. If you move your arrow to the right-hand side of the screen, a little chat screen will come up. You can type in questions and ask me questions that you may have while you're watching. So feel free to use our chat screen. So we are in zone 3. We're in our 60-second countdown. Looks like my thermocouple came loose on the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a probe and probe the chip and make sure there's liquidus. It's beautiful. It's slowly liquidus now. We have 30 seconds to go, and that's just why I want, if I was putting the chip back on, I would want to have hold after liquidus, after the board reaches liquidus, I like to hold it for around 30 to 40 seconds. So this is just perfect. in that we're going to be picking up the chip. And there, we just picked up the chip off the board. Have a real clean pickup. I take a look, I can see it reflowed all the way across. The solder ball is beaded up. They melted very well. So this is a good profile. So while that's cooling, I'm going to go back into my perimeters. I'm just going to save this profile. So it's saving. So there you have it. I just, in less than a half hour, I set up a profile for a lead-free chip and a lead chip, 2 different silicon boards. The machine's all ready to go. We're going to go out to the Bay Area, California tomorrow and do our demos. And we're going to let this cool down for about 3 minutes, and then it's going to be bundled up, and we're just going to stick it in the back of our SUV along with our little hydraulic cart here. And we're coming to a facility near you. That's it for right now. Probably be doing some stuff later this week or next week. So if you need anything, give me a call. Again, I'm Dennis O'Donnell, Vice President, Precision PCB Services Inc. You can reach me at 530-403-9103 or toll free 888-406-2830. And our website is www.pcb-repair.com. Have a great day, and thanks for watching.